Well, here we go. I finally decided to start actually entertaining the idea of making videos, so it's going to be a little bit rough starting out here, but I figured starting to get into the big game and might as well start trying to develop some video editing skills.
I got 85 crafting. That was actually a pretty massive grind. It was a back burner grind. I went ahead and got some smithing and a little bit of cooking, and then I went ahead and also made my first glory amulet. That was pretty cool. Went ahead and did a hard clue or a medium clue. That was an armadillo stall. And then back to back, I got demon feet there from the beginner clue. Then I got trash from an easy, a hard clue, trash. Decided, might as well go ahead and do a quest, get another clue. I was in the clue mood, so, well, got the clue. It was trash. Went ahead and did some favor there at the Arceus library. Got the 62 rune crafting and also did the Ascent of Arceus quest. That was pretty cool. So the favor is done, quest is done. I went ahead and did the favor for Piscarilius. That was not so bad. Did the cranes for the most part, did the sandworms, and it wasn't that bad. Plus the favor, Forsaken Tower, Loven Cage, made a mistake, did the mining of the sulfur the whole time. Don't ever do that. So currently, basically the idea of what I was doing at this time was working towards the Architectural Alliance, and the last favor that I need is the Shazian favor. So I did it starting out, doing the med packs, and it's really not that bad because it's like 0.1 or something like that per each person that you heal. And then after I got done doing that, I went ahead and moved over to the Lizardmen. And there's these scouts out here that you can actually see if there's other players in there with cannons, so that's actually kind of convenient, cool. And right there, that actually really blew my mind because the Xerix talisman, it's 1 in 250 drop rate, and I'm not even kidding. I was down there for about 5 kills, and I actually already got it, so that's one grind I don't have to really worry about. And just seeing there in the chat box, I just had all the recent achievements for it, so that just goes to show I really wasn't there for long. So a little undeserved, but pretty cool. So here I am still working on the Shazian favor with Lizardmen, and there is 176 and second Xerix Talisman, followed up by getting another one. So that's the third Xerix Talisman just going off this favor, trying to go for 30%. And that's at 223 kills. And this is something that's not going to happen very much, but there's a combat level. It is 73 defense. And here with this kill, that brings me up to the 30% that I need to finally move on. And I was planning on staying, but I don't have a reason to now. And since I've been just recently killing lizardmen, might as well go ahead and have to kill a boss that just so happens to be a lizardman. Not very hard, but still a boss. And that was for the Tale of the Righteous quest, which here I am right now, finishing it off. So that's actually pretty cool. It's actually pretty nice having all of the quests for the different houses done. So that's going to be a little bit more Shazian favor, 10% extra there for free. And something else that you get from each one of the house quests is a piece of the Kren's memoirs. And since that was my last one, now the Kren's memoirs are now complete. So And something that I saw that was pretty well highly recommended was doing the organized crime. And not gonna lie, it's actually pretty damn awesome. It's really, really efficient as far as gaining favor, and also the drops that you get from different people are pretty decent, especially for an Ironman. You get a lot of cosmic runes and planks, and it's actually pretty damn awesome. And didn't take long, and here I am, handed in the very last of the Koren tasks for favor. So that's all 5 houses complete. That's actually really cool. So now it's finally time to go ahead and complete Architectural Alliance, which it was kind of one of my on the spot goals that I decided to do, but I'd like to slowly work towards doing all the hard diaries at some point, and this was one of the more, I guess, grindy or difficult ones to do. So I figured might as well try to get it to be a little less cumbersome going forward. And there we go. Statue's complete. It's actually the first time I've ever done this, so it's actually pretty awesome. And figure might as well do the regular Ironman thing and put it in the herblore. So that's 20,000 XP. Pretty sweet. And as far as for the hard task, now I can teleport right here to the center of Kourend, right by the catacombs. And at this point, I basically decided I might as well try to just bang out a couple quick, easy little tasks, a quick little scan of the list, and decided I might as well try to see what I could get done. And then I moved on to Varrock because I'm actually getting pretty close to that. And you got to make sure you have your Ring of Karos on to do this task. And here we go, still working towards completing the Varrock Medium Diary. And there is Enlightened Journey. One more step towards completing that goal. So then I switched off to working on Soulsbane. And just thinking back on this quest, back when I was a kid, actually really blew my mind just seeing yourself being able to hit 40s and such and not at a high level. Sorry for the warning if that scared you. Totally terrifying. And that's me defeating morning tiredness. Here at this point, actually starting to get a little bit exciting for me because I'm going to be closing in on one of my short-term goals. Not only is that a Soulsbane completed, but this is actually also the last requirement that I have to complete the Varrock Medium Diary. So that's beautiful. The biggest part of why I wanted to do that is because now every day you can buy, instead of 15 battle stabs a day with the easy Varrock Diary, now it is up to 30,000 or 30 battle staffs. So that's, as long as you maintain doing it, that's 63,000 profit per day. So figure why not. One of the main things that I do with the free time that I have is doing woodcutting because you don't have to pay attention. So there's 88 woodcutting. Very convenient. And then there's the things that you have to pay attention for, and that's why I put off doing Mage Training Arena for as long as I have now. I had this account going for quite a while, and finally 5 years in, working on it. And with the telekinetic room, it's actually pretty cool because not only is it kind of chill, but every single 5 puzzles you do, you get bonus points and a lump sum of XP. So that's pretty cool. So if you're doing it, make sure you do at least 5 in a go. And then the alchemy room. That was not very fun. The graveyard room wasn't really fun either. And overall, though, basically one of those things that you just put the time into it and eventually you'll get it done. You don't want to do it, but you work towards it, and then you're able to do something like unlock Bones Peaches, which is pretty nice finally having that done. Not gonna lie. So at least that's behind me and not ahead of me. And now that I have Bones Peaches unlocked, I can start working towards the very few last requirements for the Lumbridge Hard Diary. And there is the task for casting Bones Peaches. It's actually the first time I ever casted it, period. So here we are. We are going to get the second to last task done, which is doing double cosmics for full inventory. Then the very last task that's going to be holding me up is completing the Another Slice of Ham quest. And it's actually the first time I'm ever completing this quest. Kind of interested in the cinematics that are in it. So I'm actually kind of excited to get this done and get actually the first hard tier achievement diary completed. Pretty cool how it's an interactive, like little sniper kind of montage here at this part of the quest. And then there's Zanuck. She totally sucks. And Sigmund there, he knows it. Like I said, there's another slice of ham complete. So that is the last quest requirement for the hard diary for Lumbridge. And we also tag on 66 prayer. Pretty nice. And so for that last task was to ride the train here, and there we go. All of them are complete and ready for me to go and hand in the reward. And actually, basically the main beneficial rewards for completing the hard diary is from the Explorer's Ring. You get unlimited teleports to the Cabbage Port and 4 recharges. So after doing that stuff, I actually decided I was kind of in the skilling mood, and then I got 63 construction. And the way that I'm training construction is I'm using my house in Remington and unloading noted planks on files and then just running back into the house. So it's cheaper than a Demon Butler and a little less intense, but went ahead and decided to keep going with it. Got 64 and then also 65. And that's about all I can handle for now, so we're going to stop.
And there we go, coming in with 86 magic. Alright, there we go, 85 fletching finally, at long last. We can make magic longbows, and since I've actually wanted to, and I've been saving the magic logs for the longbow specifically because it's literally double the alch value basically. And look at that, it's 91.5, and we'll multiply that by 2, so that's 182 XP each. Pretty good. And there we go. There are first crafted by ourselves, or fletched by ourselves on the Ironman. Right, here we are. Decided to finally start being a little bit more efficient, alching while doing agility, and of course I fail. And I got over 1k magic longbows, so we'll see how far that takes us. Yeah, so the agility ain't going too bad. It's actually a lot easier on the wrist than I thought it was going to be. Kind of makes it go by a little easier as well. But just about 40k, 45k XP or something like that, and been able to get through most of them. And there's a level 80 or 78, and I'd like to actually get it up to about 80, because then that is going to unlock the shortcut in Taverley Dungeon. So we'll see how long it takes to get to that point. And with this one last jump, there we go, 79 agility, one more to my goal of 80. And to make it even better, there's 89 woodcutting. Let's go Magics. Alright, so something that I actually forgot to mention on the last clip that I had there, that double on the 79 agility and 89 woodcutting, I also obtained 1800 total. But there we go. Not only is that 80 agility now at this moment, but I also just crossed the threshold of 60 million total XP, which both of those are actually extremely beneficial, pretty cool. I can now say goodbye to the Sears rooftop course, since now the Marks of Grace are not going to be as effective or efficient. And now I can do my daily battle staff orb charging, and I don't have to worry about getting agility potions or boosting or anything like that. So that's actually pretty cool. It makes the daily a little bit easier. And just to top that, just like last time, I decided to combo with another level, and there we go with 74 cooking. And since I've actually been doing quite a bit of extra, there is also 86 fletching. And here is that guy there saying congrats, and he is probably actually losing his mind because I'm just sitting here getting level after level after level. So we'll go ahead and thank him. And there is another level, which is 63 rune crafting. Unbelievable. So many levels in such a short amount of time. And here we go to the house, go to build mode, and as I already sold out, this is going to be a construction level. And there's 67 construction. That's a beautiful way to kind of end this first amount of progress. I feel like it was a lot of work actually to be able to get 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 levels, and actually that total count for the laps, as far as for the Sears rooftop course, I wish that was actually accurate, because I didn't start training agility after they started the counter until I was already roughly halfway through 77, so whatever the amount of laps were from 60 until 77 plus the 709 there, that is what the actual count of the laps were. So it's probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 2,000 or 3,000 actually. But from the alking that I did, training brought me just over a generous 2 mil, and I actually have a goal of obtaining 310 marks of grace, and that's so that I can finish transferring the rest of the super energy pots that I have currently in the bank to stamina potions. So I'm just a little north of halfway through that goal, and I actually ran out of nature runes in the middle of this last alchemy session, so I went ahead and stocked up on those again. Well, here we go. This guy here is actually the guy that thanked me, or congratulated me, from getting that last series of levels there, and he went ahead and well obliged. So here he is, and he is actually a little bit grateful that I came back to ask his permission, so that's actually pretty cool. So, like I said right here, first real-time fan right there. But regardless, this is actually quite a bit of progress. It's been a long time coming as far as everything that went into it, and in the future going forward, we're basically going to focus mostly on the dailyscape type things, as far as doing the battle staves, getting the pure essence from Artie, and also getting buckets of sand so that we can train the crafting. So with that being said, I know this is a little bit of a long stretch, long-winded outro. Also, I'm not exactly that versed in doing all these videos, so kind of really has me scratching my head the whole process here. But we're going to go ahead and say, oh well, I'm learning, and goodbye.